Welcome back to Operation Pixel Live, hopefully, because god dang it. So, you know, some of you may have noticed that we've completed a few levels here that we haven't played on the show yet. That's because we recorded 5 episodes, and I was like, cool, now I can get these uploaded and rendered and it'll be good. And then the audio was trash again.
Yeah.
And I checked it before we started, so I am particularly peeved about it. Alright, so we got the special armor.
Yeah.
It's from this level, but I'm going to use it here because I have it, and I want to use it.
It's cool, and it's awesome.
So, I'm just going to run through these levels again. I've beaten them all before. Oh man, I have to watch the cutscenes, because...
Yeah. SDF-1 controls is being bothered again.
So, this level was actually pretty easy. Even without... Whoa! It turned me back.
I think you got a little close to that debris.
Yeah, must be. Oh, there's another one right over there. So I'm hunting for these guys who block my vision. This mission honestly wasn't that hard.
Just had to hide and seek and...
Yeah, it's basically about finding all the little guys hiding. A lot of them are hiding in little tunnels like this. Oh man, it's so frustrating. Like, I've been trying so hard to improve the quality of Operation Pixel. And then to, like, suddenly get some new audio problem that just, like, scrapped, like, 9 episodes. And then we have to, like, we redubbed 4 of them, and then I said, screw it, we'll just redo the other 5, and... It's just so annoying. Alright, there's one. So one thing you may notice about the super suit here is that it has a bajillion missiles.
Yep. It's also, and you'll also notice the life gauge is blue. That's because it is basically a double life gauge. Once that blue bar depletes, the armor parts are purged, and you're back to regular old fighter mode and whatnot.
So yeah, I've got a lot of hit points and a lot of missiles. And it feels good. Oh, there's one. Ha 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 ha. Also, I guess we should be on the lookout for, what are they? The other battle pod guys.
Yes.
Because there's a special achievement thing that might be cool to get. For sniping them. And since Solo here has been constantly checking guides, it recommended this level for doing so.
Because apparently, when they start showing up, they show up in pairs. And
then I can just weaken them with stuff, and then finish them off with other things. So that was actually something that we sort of brought up, that I still think is worth bringing up. Oh, there we go. Only one left. So during the episodes we lost here, because we're re-recording them now, I mentioned that, oh, there's the last one.
Haha.
And I didn't see any of the other battle pod guys. Oh well.
Maybe they didn't get a chance to
Not
show
worried
up.
about it.
Yep.
There we go. So, I mentioned that, you know, I've had a lot of co-hosts on this show now. I've cycled through a whole bunch. And I mentioned specifically that it's kind of interesting how much you rely on guides. And how quickly you turn to them. Because like, none of my other co-hosts have, like, even really considered suggesting looking for a guide. And this game is obviously pretty hard, and sometimes the advice is helpful and whatnot, but... I don't really need to save most of this, because I've already done it.
Yeah. Whatever.
But yeah, whatever.
Whatever variables.
So I have to quit, because if I hit continue, it's just going to go to the next mission I haven't done.
But it would allow you to use the super parts on that next mission.
Yeah, due to some bugs.
Yep.
Well, I can keep using it anyways.
Yeah.
So,
that might make this mission easier.
See, I just thought it was interesting, though, the difference between people. Oh, I remember this one being annoying, but I found a good way to get through this one.
And you've got the super parts. So
That's true. That is going to help a lot. So for right now, I mostly need to take care of these guys. Shouldn't be too hard. The main problem with this one that I had was all the little missile guys flying around. There's a whole bunch of, like, battle pods with missiles trying to just ruin my day. And they make me sad. So I'm going to try using a little bit of flares here early on just to keep my health up. Though honestly, my health probably won't be a problem because I got freaking super suit this time. Those super parts are going to give me a huge boost. Alright, so I got to take care of these jerks. Because I don't want to get shot by them and their dumb missiles anymore.
Yeah, I guess the ones with the heavy missile type ones are the ones that they're bringing in the later levels to make things more difficult and annoying for you.
Yeah, probably.
Because their missiles hit you harder than the little ones.
Alright,
now for the enemy laser beams.
Yeah, so this is the part I usually do. Oh, I lost my super parts.
They took enough damage.
I've been playing terribly then. Like, either that or the super part doesn't have that many hit points.
Still.
Because, like, I shouldn't have essentially lost an entire life by now. Alright, so basically the plan here is to stay at a very long distance and hit them with missiles, like so. Because those lasers, if I get anywhere closer than this, they hit with, like, 90% accuracy. It's absurd. But from here, it seems to work pretty well. Maybe I'll try just a little bit.
You'll fly straight at them, and they can't possibly hit you if you fly straight at them.
One of the times I was playing this, for the first time we recorded this level, I did fly straight at them to try and get a good angle. I came at them from, like, the side, like the back of the ship, hoping that I could sort of use the ship for cover.
Instead, they all lined up right on
As soon as I
them.
came over the edge there, I got shot by, like, a dozen of them. Just, like, 6 of them shot me right in the face all at once. Alright, there's not very many left now, so that's why I'm flying towards them. Otherwise, I normally wouldn't.
Ouch, your health.
Because, yeah, they really hurt. Those super parts made me way too lazy on this mission.
I don't know.
I mean, they're gonna save us some time, because we've played through these levels. But, like, I beat this level without them before.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to speed this up because I'm frustrated at how much progress we lost.
Yeah. Yeah.
Audio problems.
Yeah. But it certainly made. Yep. This was the mission that would have unlocked you the super parts, which really seemed to help. Which is the sort of thing of, well, why didn't we unlock those before? They would have helped us not die as often to the laser beams and missiles.
You can't get the Master Sword until you're halfway through the game. Alright,
Of course, in this case, it seems more like you don't get the Master Sword until, like, you're, like, 3/4 of the way through the game.
Well, I think a bigger problem is that, like, we can't use the Master Sword on any levels except for the space level. You see there's the space missions only. So I have to go back to... Oh, why is it using the 1J?
You were using the 1S before, but then it switched you over to the 1J because of an accident with the thumbstick.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the heck? I thought I just detoggled the armor, and, like, it's like, you're in 1J, and I was like, what am I doing in 1J?
Now you accidentally bumped the stick over and then hit the toggle.
So I'm trying to remember which this one was exactly. This one where they're... Oh yeah, I remember this one. Yeah, this one was a bit annoying, but not too bad. I think it took me 2 tries.
Well, since you've already beaten it before, since it took you those tries before, now you should be able to totally ace it, right?
Yeah, we're hoping. The real problem is that, like, there's these turrets at the beginning, and then, after this...
Battle pods and missile turrets.
There's just battle pods just keep coming. Also, the problem is that some of these times I'd accidentally bump these guys.
Yes, if you run into them, it starts to hurt.
It hurts. Yeah, it really hurts. I've gotta keep dodging all these freaking turrets. Let's see, there's one around here. Thought. Alright, well, there's some of those missile pods I was mentioning.
Yeah, those ones are the light missiles. They don't hurt as much.
They still hurt plenty.
Yes, but the other ones hurt more.
Let's see, where's that turret? Oh, did I get it? I guess I got it.
Yeah.
So the other thing is that, you know, hanging low sort of makes you more difficult targets. We started applying that again. Gotta fly low. It's gonna be Sonic the Hedgehog's new catchphrase. It's gonna say, gotta fly low! You can imagine Sonic the Hedgehog saying that, right?
But he doesn't fly!
Man, did I miss a turret?
You might have. There's still another one
I
of
know.
those shuttles to...
I'm just doing another pass. I think we were
Okay.
discussing during this one that somewhere in the instructions there it says do strafing runs or something like that of enemy supplies. And then I realized I was essentially doing strafing runs by flying towards them and away from them and stuff.
Yeah. But then you
Whoa.
were all like, what's a
What
a
is
strafe?
Well, I double checked because the strafing I'm usually familiar with is like, you know, this, right? Moving sideways. This is considered strafing. And then I was like, because, you know, I know what more or less a strafing run is. I've done enough tactics type games that I sort of understand it, or, you know, watched enough movies and crap that it's like, oh, it's like a kind of hit and run tactic, or like a doing passes. But yeah, you know, freaking there's different types of strafing. I forget what it was. We were talking about English the other day somewhere. I think it was with my friends. We were talking about the term decimated. Are you familiar with decimated or decimation?
The
The terms.
the only version that's coming to the only definition or usage that's coming to mind was in terms of lowering the quality of a model of a 3D
Oh,
model.
I forgot about that. Like, yeah, no, I used that back in ZBrush and stuff to, yeah, the decimation master or something like that in ZBrush.
Yeah, that's the only one that was coming to mind. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
man.
I know there's another one.
Whoa.
Oops. So yeah, you can bump into those things and it'll hurt because you bumped into them.
Go figure. Hitting things hurts. So what decimation means is it comes from Latin, and it uses the term deci, which you may know from decimal and like,
Yes.
you know, I guess I was gonna say dime because I know dime somehow has to do with that, but yeah, basically it means like 1/10. So decimation means to reduce by 1/10. And where it's typically used most often that I've seen is when people are talking about, like, you know, in movies or something like that. Say you're watching something like Lord of the Rings and they're like, our forces were decimated! And I'm like, you know, honestly, if your forces were decimated, what you're saying is they've been reduced by 1/10, which means you still have 90% of your army. Like, that's honestly not that bad.
I mean, unless it's a case of it's all like even 10% casualties are unacceptable losses.
I mean, you know, that is quite a significant amount of casualties. If you had like 100,000 guys or something and you just lost like 10,000 of them, you know, that's significant numbers of death. But, you know,
seem to be doing pretty well this time. Though.
Yeah, it's mostly about not getting blown up by those missile pods.
Yeah,
which is difficult but doable.
Speaking of, there's those ones there that you hadn't gotten around to blowing up just yet.
I'm working on it. Hey man, thought I threw missiles at you. Get out of here. So I don't remember how many of these guys I have to blow up. I am losing health here steadily over time.
Yeah.
As the relentless missile pods never stop coming.
I think they're probably almost done, maybe.
I hope so. It's trying to fly lower, but no.
Yay,
Oh, there we go.
There
Okay.
you go.
Cool. But yeah, I just thought it was interesting. So those who are curious, including you perhaps, decimation is in particular, as far as I'm aware, it comes from a term of Roman punishment. If like the Roman legion stepped out of line, like, you know, if maybe there was like a mutiny or people didn't follow orders, sometimes what they do, because they couldn't, like, you know, necessarily target specifically the people who were the cause of it.
We will just wipe out a group of people. And
They punished the army.
Yes.
By being like, all right, everybody draws straws, and then like everybody who draws the short straw, which is like a 1 in 10 chance.
Yeah.
Like gets militarily executed as punishment for their misbehavior, which is pretty brutal, honestly.
Yeah.
But it does make sure that your army is like, man, I don't want to be the reason why our army gets decimated.
No.
But yeah, so there we go. We finished 3 missions in 1 episode. We're about halfway back to where we lost credit on. And next time on Operation Pixel, we'll keep going. I mean, I'm doing pretty good here because I already know my way around these levels. Oh, this one took a few tries.
Yeah, you easily get lost in this one.
Also, there's a lot of enemies and a lot of them respawn. But we'll do that next time, and it'll probably not be too bad.